Hey everybody, back here with another word. I hope everybody is having a great day, and we're going to jump right in, and we're going to be looking at Psalm chapter 119 and verse 105. And it says, "Your word is like a lamp that shows me the way. It is like a light that guides me." There are a lot of times in our lives where we feel like we are just surrounded by darkness. Nothing seems to be going right for us. We're losing friends, we're losing family members, we're just struggling within ourselves, and we just feel like there's no escape. And we search and we search, and we just can't seem to find any hope, any light. But I'm here to tell you that there are two possible reasons why you may not be finding that light or that peace or that freedom that you've been searching for. Reason number one could be that this is all just a test, and that God is just trying to test your faith, because that happens a lot. If you've seen the movie God's Not Dead 2, there's a scene where the teacher's dad, he said that you of all people should know that the teacher is silent during the test. Like when you're taking a test at school, the teacher hopefully is not walking around, talking or giving you answers or whatever. It's a test. They want to see, what you know, how you do. It's the same way with God in life sometimes. He tests us and he tests our faith. He puts us in these situations to see how we'll handle it. And, sometimes we pass, sometimes we fail. It's just, we're humans, so we're not gonna pass every time. But that could be one reason, because it's just a test and you just gotta, push through. You just gotta keep having faith in God despite that you see darkness all around you. And another reason could be because you're searching for peace and you're searching for the light in the wrong places. Because I think that is probably, at least in this day and age, probably the biggest issue. Because there's so many people who try to fulfill themselves and try to find happiness and peace in smoking, drugs, sex, drinking, all of this bad stuff that slowly kills them, and stuff that may satisfy them in that moment, but will not give them eternal satisfaction like Jesus will. I think that's a huge problem in today's day and age, is we search for answers in the wrong places, and we think they give us life, and they think it gives us peace, but what it's slowly doing is killing us, just one day at a time, very slowly, and we get addicted and we get trapped, and it's hard to get out of it once we are, because we think that's all there is, and we think that there's no more that we could possibly have, and we think that, this is the only way to have this peace and to escape from the darkness that seems to be all around us. But nothing can give us that eternal satisfaction or that eternal joy and eternal peace except Jesus. Because Jesus and God are eternal. Heaven is eternal. Nothing of this world will last. It'll all perish. It'll all die away. Heaven and Jesus and God are the only things that are eternal. So when we spend our lives chasing these things of the world, like smoking and drinking, we're gonna lose life. We're gonna lose that eternal life because we're seeking after things that will perish. And we're wasting away our lives, chasing after these pointless things that have no meaning, when God is reaching out to us, calling us, saying, "Son, daughter, come back to me." He loves us so much, and he doesn't want us to stray away. I mean, it happens, we all stray away. But that's why us as Christians, we have to come together and we have to fight for one another. We have to have each other's backs, and when one of us strays away, we have to be there to redirect them. Say, "Hey, this isn't right. This isn't gonna help you find joy. We need to fix this, and I want to do this with you." We need to have each other's backs, and we need to fight for each other, because we can't do this life on our own. That's why God made people, because we need to have each other's backs. That's why friends and family are so important. But we spend all our time, a lot of times, pushing people away because we think that they can't help us. But the fact is we just don't want their help. They can't help us unless you let them. So, if I were going through a hard time and somebody's trying to help me, a lot of times I may say, I don't want any help, or maybe I'll even lie and say I'm fine, but they just want to help, but I push them away sometimes. We can't do that because we need people in our lives to have our backs and to support us and to pick us up when we fall and to redirect our steps when we start to stray away from what's most important. Because we lose sight of what's most important a lot of times because there's so many things in this world that distract us. People even sometimes distract us. Not everybody's meant to be in our lives. There are people who are a distraction to you, and you need to you need to eliminate them out of your life and out of your, eternal destiny because they're not meant to be with you. So we need to make sure that we're not seeking after these things, like smoking, drinking. We need to get away from all of that. And we need to realize that the only way to have this eternal peace is through Jesus. He is the light that guides us. So in these dark times when we think that, drinking, like that's a big one. Like a lot of the people will drink because it helps them forget and it helps them just kind of escape for a little while. But that's the thing. Like it may help you in in that time as you're drinking. But when you're sober again, guess what happens? You're back in that darkness. And then you'll drink again, you'll forget, and you'll be kind of, on your own. And then when you're sober again, you come right back because it can't help you. It can't help you. Jesus is the only way to freedom out of this darkness that you're surrounded in. We have to realize that. We have to realize that nothing of this world will give us eternal freedom or eternal peace. What we seek after, we need to make sure we seek after the right things. And the only place to find all this is through Jesus, because like verse 105 says in Psalm 119, it says, "Your word is like a lamp that shows me the way. It is like a light that guides me." So in the darkness, Jesus is our lamp, and his word is our guide to help us maneuver through all these obstacles and to help us get through the other side of the darkness that seems to surround us right now. So I just want to challenge you guys to seek after God, seek after Jesus, despite what's cool, whatever the society says is cool now, despite what people may think about you, don't seek after the wrong things that will lead to death and destruction. Jesus is the way to life. Jesus is the way to peace. When we seek after him, that's when we'll find the light to our dark situations, and that's when we'll find eternal peace and eternal freedom. So I want to challenge you guys to just surround yourself with people you love. Surround yourself with people who are going to support you and pick you up and redirect you when you stray away, because we can't do this life on our own. So surround yourself with those people and make sure that you are searching for the right things in Jesus. So I love you guys.